From bone throwing to spiritual and medicinal healing, traditional healing has for many years been lauded for its holistic approach in patient treatment, connecting the spiritual to the physical, but also the evolution and versatility of medicines, opening it up to wide acceptance and incorporation into daily life.
One medicinal plant does not only do one thing. It does many multiple things. And some of them can be classified as skincare products, as well as products that are edible. You understand? So these medicines, as much as they are demonized today, they are the key to health and wellness.
Representation, particularly from young people, normalizing the acceptance of a spiritual calling, has also been seen to contribute to the growing consumption and incorporation of traditional medicines into daily life. Herbs like impepo, normally used to communicate with ancestors, are packaged to suit everyday use.
When we made impepo candles, right, before we made impepo candles, it was a crazy thought. It was a crazy idea. I never even knew that such a product I'm capable of making such a product. But when I made it, that's when I realized that, hey, change is coming. We are doing big things here. So now we have to package. Packaging should not be an afterthought. Packaging is the first thing you do before you even make a product.
Unlike Western medicines with proven scientific efficacies and instructions on dosage of ingredients, traditional medicines combinations have been seen as vague in their approach.
Once you've packaged it like this, do you still know if it works and it has the same effect as opposed to when it comes raw?
Yes. Firstly, we do trial runs. So basically we are getting high on our own supply. We should be our first consumers. Our first customers is us. So we test the product on us first. You understand? And therefore the consumer.
There are also employment opportunities.
The mission now is to get into these chain stores. Distribution. Once we crack distribution, I can promise you, I'm going to have 100 people working for me, and I'm going to teach them how to make soap. I'm going to teach them how to make candles. I'm going to teach them how to make the foam puff. And I'm going to teach them how to turn the impepo plant into powder. Impepo tea, because you can drink it, is good for urinary tract infections, intestinal problems. If you're having constipation, bloating, those type of things.
You will remember Artemisia, umhlonyane or lingana if you like. It was high in demand in 2020 for the treatment of COVID-19 symptoms. In July of the same year, an African medicine COVID-19 research team was set up, reassigning about 15 million rand in the Department of Higher Education, Science and Innovation.
We selected more than 20 herbs which are related to respiratory infections that are used by healers in South Africa, are related to respiratory infections. But we had to then go through them and then select the few. At the end of the day, we ended up with 7 mono herbs, meaning individual herbs, and 2 multi formulas. We now, where we are now, we with 1 multi herb, it's ready for clinical what we call clinical trials. We've already done our protocols according to World Health Organization standards, and we have submitted those to SAPRA.
The department says it cannot at the moment reveal which plants were examined, but says most of the money has already been used as clinical trials are expensive.
We trust that the country is moving towards the right direction to establishing a a formal African medicines health system. At the moment, we don't really have a formal health system like countries like India, China, Japan, and Korea. We are currently actually working with the South African Health Product Regulator or the Regulation Authority to actually come up with frameworks. These frameworks will actually help us in terms of setting up clinical trials that are evaluated by experts and healers in traditional medicine.
While South Africa has made progress in moving from the dark days of suppressing traditional healing through the apartheid government's Witchcraft Suppression Act, it's certainly hope that it will take more steps to organize and regulating the growing industry and recognize the contribution of healers. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Mnisi in Ekurhuleni.